A netizen shared this picture taken on the streets in China. A netizen shared this article published on January 30th, which said that the Chinese people will be leading difficult lives in the next 3 years, and they should be well prepared. But according to the Chinese government, this is a part of the nationwide efforts to fight against the pandemic. The article noted that the dual circulation development paradigm will be officially launched. In addition, China will enter a state of wartime economy. Subnational governments should help facilitate the establishment of bases for groceries like fruits, veggies, eggs, and meat. Doing so can also help relieve stress shouldered by the federal government. And in the meantime, corporations and businesses should also be mobilized in combating this pandemic and confronting foreseeable emergencies in the coming future. A netizen replied, "As long as Biden is in office, these won't happen, given that these were most likely resulted from the trade war." A netizen replied, "Over the past few months, a large number of people have allegedly been vaccinated, so theoretically speaking, the pandemic in China should have gotten better, but why is it that it appears the situation is getting even worse?" A netizen replied, "This time, the Leninization of China under the communist leadership may be even more comprehensive than what happened back in 1958 with the emergence and promotion of the People's Commune." A netizen replied, "These may be manifestations that the Chinese Communist Party is preparing to ensure the successful implementation of unified purchase and sale, which is also one of the policies in a wartime economy. It is in no doubt that the coming years will not be peaceful in China." A netizen shared this video clip showing urban management personnel visiting ordinary Chinese people's houses. A netizen commented, "It is clear that their real purpose of paying these visits is to take pictures. By doing so, they can show that the once poor people are leading more prosperous lives right now, and that the area has been lifted out of poverty." But clearly, the ordinary Chinese person knew this and did not want to become a part of the CCP's propaganda campaign. A netizen shared this Weibo post from Hu Xijin, who said, "Despite the impact of the pandemic, China's economy there was still an increase in China's GDP in the past year. Many countries in the world must be in poorer conditions than China is. For some countries, their governments distribute money to the ordinary people, but in my opinion that is just a joke, because giving money to everyone is equivalent to not giving money at all." A netizen shared that the first few replies with the most likes are all the ones that are supportive of Hu Xijin's words. A netizen replied, "The comment section is being constantly monitored. The comments that you can see were ones that the government allowed you to see. For me, my Weibo account has been suspended for 5 years, just because I tried to speak the truth." A netizen shared this post from an author and researcher in international relations named Ma Xiaolin. He said that he received a call from Weibo's customer service team and was told that he is not allowed to post any content that relate to politics, economy, or the military that were originally written by him. Mr. Ma mocked himself and said that writing about these topics is essentially my job. Those that may be mad at me for not being active on Weibo and sharing my thoughts, I am sorry for making you feel disappointed. It is definitely possible that in the future, perhaps one day, I will no longer be posting anything, not even content that relate to food or traveling. When that time arrives, I hope that every single one of us can shoulder our share of the responsibility of the time. It will surely be difficult, but it will be all worth it." And that doesn't share that under the communist leadership, too many people's right to think has been taken away. They are forced to remain silent, and when they're allowed to speak, they can only praise the Communist Party. But these phenomena do collectively reflect something interesting, and that is, what is the Communist Party really afraid of? Why is it that they are afraid of people exercising their right to think independently? A netizen shared this picture that was taken in Myanmar. The unit is 70 square meters. The netizen shared that in order to resolve the issue of poor residents having trouble to find housing, the Yangon government launched a low-cost housing project that allowed families to set up payment plans and purchase the unit at an extremely low cost. And for those that still do not have enough money to set up a payment plan, they can submit an application for public housing to the government. They only need to pay a rent that is equivalent to 1 yuan. A netizen shared this video clip showing a public intellectual in China sharing his thoughts regarding the communist regime.
各位，你可以想想，我们这代人呢，可能是在整个人类历史的长河当中，这是最独特的一代人。独特在什么地方呢？就我们这一代人，就把地球眼睛这么多亿年形成的那点财富，原来埋在地底下的，就这一代人就给弄出来用光了。煤给挖出来了，石油给抽出来了，天然气弄出来了，各种矿产资源给挖出来了，然后弄出来干什么了呢？能烧的基本上都给烧了，最后化作一缕青烟。那有同志说，那还有很多不能烧的吗？深圳这些高楼大厦就不能烧吧，对吧？这不都是留给子孙后代的财富吗？我的一个朋友，建设部研究中心原来的主任，现在退休了，陈怀，他说了一句话，他说中国建筑的平均寿命30年。我就再给他加20年呢，各位你可以想啊，就50年后，我们现在看起来是财富这些高楼大厦，可能绝大多数就是一堆垃圾，这堆垃圾有地儿放没地儿放都不知道。我前些天跟清华的学生讲，有同志知道清华建筑学院这中国算最有名的建筑学院了，我就说你千万不要把里面盖的这堆房子看得太重，物质财富有多少，人们可能觉得还很自豪的，但是将来子孙后代写历史教科书写到我们这代人，不会有任何好词儿来写我们这代人。我们这代人在子孙后代的眼睛当中，很可能就是一代很荒谬的、很愚蠢的，甚至是很可耻的一代人。
Child, we will bring you home. You'll be a flower that sees the spring. Soon a dove flying high